We're now on to bag number 10, which is the rear differential. Let's see. The rear differential seems to be a bit of a topic amongst RC drifting. Some people like ball diffs or geared diffs. I'm honestly not experienced enough to have an opinion on it, but this looks like it's some kind of spring-loaded differential with balls. It's a very stiff spring, so can't imagine it having too much movement out of that spring, to be honest. But these Shibata build amazing cars, so I'll have to trust that that is what it's meant to be. Oh jeez, I should be a bit more careful with these, because if I lose one of those, I don't know if you can see that, but that thing is tiny. Hopefully I haven't lost any. All right. Unfortunately, when this went through Japanese customs, the oil and greases that are meant to come with the car did not pass customs, so I'm going to be using grease from another RC drift car that I've built. And for shock oil, I'm going to have to go to my local hobby shop and buy some fresh oil. Thrust bearing washer. Well, this is going to be interesting. 8 tiny little balls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does appear that I may be missing three of those. Oh, there are the other three. Extremely lucky. Yeah, so when you open that packet of ball bearings, please be careful because they are tiny, and I'm guessing they would be near impossible to find if you did happen to lose them. So as you can see, they need to sit on top of this bearing face. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see what the camera's pointing at, but okay, and another washer on top of that. Okay. And that slides inside this. .5. So let's see. Oops. Diff rates 10.5, 10, 12. Small bearing. Small bearing. Equal bearings. Diff joint rings. Okay, I was just trying to work out what these plastic bits are for. They're the diff joint rings, the black ones. So, next bit calls for 2 times 10.5, which is the thicker shims out of the ones that are sitting there. So 2 of. Then 10.3, which is a larger bearing. Followed by, oh dear, Just be careful of that falling out. Okay. We need some silicone grease. Which I so happen to have. I'm just using a little bit of the silicone grease to make it easier to pick up the bearings, so my finger's kind of sticky. Accidentally left one of the ball bearings in the bag. Okay. Try a bit more grease. And there it does call for putting it on the bearing as well. That should help it all stick together. Looks like one of the bearings have dropped out, unfortunately. Right. I think I'm going to stop the video there and just get this done, and then I'll hit record again when I'm done. Okay, so the ball diff is now complete. It was a bit more difficult than I expected, but that's on me. There is a mold for the nut inside there, which I didn't actually notice before. And because it's the nut itself is a 5mm hex, and I couldn't fit my 5mm bit in there, I was kind of a bit lost. But I did reach out to somebody else and they kind of gave me a little bit of a hand on that. So yep, I just had to push the nut down into the insert and then put the Allen key through. But yeah, that's complete and ready to go in the diff housing.